was pre-filmed for my holiday, and then I came back and zap, I was sick. I was laying on the couch, I couldn't get up. Best week of my life right after vacation, and just today, which is why I look like a pumpkin. I started my bachelor thesis, so now I am in lab. However, day one went really well. I've had a good day, so I actually was motivated enough to sit down and film this video now because I just wanted to get into a relaxing and cozy vibe with you guys. So I have my little candle on, and I did some damage. Now hear me out, okay? This is girl math. So I was gonna buy books anyway. My basket was full, okay? And then my bookstore, just out of the blue, announced a huge book sale on English books. Because again, I live in Germany. English books are not the main reading here. So they have a lot of sales on those anyway. Good for me. They did a 24% on all English book sale. And I was like, so, you know, I had to get some books, and the thing is, okay, here's where the girl math comes into this, okay? So, we all know books are expensive, so if you get a book under 10 euros or dollars or whatever, like, it's basically free, like, it's a little gift to you if it's less than 10 euros, okay? And basically all these books were reduced so much, but they were under 10 euros, and the ones that weren't, they were like 11 or 12 euros then. So, because everything under 10 is cheap, like free, I only paid 1 or 2 euros for them. So technically I didn't spend nothing on these books, okay? I would have bought them anyway, and then I would have paid way more for it. So this was the best deal we could get in this situation, okay? So hear me out, my TBR is way too long. Especially because I haven't read a single freaking book so far this month. Ugh, I'm actually annoyed at myself. However, we got quite a lot of books, more than I cannot read. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. And I did also get more books, which I'll explain in a second. So in total, I think I have 15 books, if I'm not wrong. So let's just get this party started, okay? So first, I just want to get this out of the way because it's not that special. You heard me rave about this. I got Life to Love You by Ellie Hazelwood. Now, we all know I'm an Ellie Hazelwood stan. I love her characters. I love everything about her writing. I love that it's STEM related, because STEM girly is so good. Anyway, this is her novella collection, which is Under One Roof. Then it is Stuck With You and Below Zero. Now, these are short novellas all about the 3 best friends and their respective romances in the STEM field. Now, I've told you in detail about Under One Roof and Below Zero, so the only one I'm missing to read is this one, Stuck With You. Yes, Stuck With You. So, I just really wanted to have this book in my collection because I have all other Ellie Hazelwood books. So, I just got that for the 100 pages that I said, oh, a couple are missing. But honestly, it looks like it's going to be a badass story just from the character. untimely end. Her only remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. When a restless spirit appears, claiming she was poisoned, Signal realizes that the Hawthorns could be in grave danger and enlists the help of a surly stable boy, Surly, to hunt down the killer. But Signal's best chances of uncovering the murder is an alliance with Death himself, and as the mystery unveils, Signal realizes her growing connection may be more irresistible than she'd dared to imagine. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. I am very intrigued. It gave me a bit of spooky Halloween season vibes, and me and my boyfriend just got a new couch, so I am very in the mood for cozying up and sitting down and reading a book. So hopefully I finally can. Alright, continuing again. I just saw this and I put it in my cart immediately because, you know, so little side note, the 24% was like a limited time offer, so I think it was on for like 6 or 7 hours. So, you know, I was scrolling, okay, and I was putting everything in my cart because good deal, okay. Anyway, so it is the newest book, Fall of Rune and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, cover-wise, not my favourite cover. But I've read From Blood and Ash from Jennifer L. Armentrout before, and I quite liked it, especially the first book. But after the third one, I just completely fell off. I just couldn't read the fourth, and I haven't yet. But I've been really wanting to. Anyway, this is her new series, and I was like, okay, baby girl, like maybe we learned from the last few books. I want to give it a shot. I want to give this a new book a shot because it sounds actually pretty good as well. So, but I'll let you know if I get to it. So, she survives on her intuition. He thrives on her pleasure. Long ago, the world was destroyed by gods. Only 9 cities were spared, separated by a vast wilderness teeming with monsters and unimaginable danger. Each city is now ruled by a guardian, royals who feed on mortal pleasure. Born with an intuition that never fails, Callista knows her talents are valuable to the powerful of her world, so she lives hidden as the Baron of Archwood's courtesan. In exchange for protection, she gives him information. However, when her intuition saves a prince in dire trouble, the voice inside her blazes with a warning and a promise. Today he'll bring her joy, but one day he will be her doom. When the Baron takes an interest in the prince, and the prince takes an interest in Callista, she becomes his temporary companion. However, her city simmers with rebellion when knights and monsters at the city gathers, and a hungry prince in her bed. Even her powerful instincts may not be enough to keep her safe. Callista must choose: follow her intuition to safety, or her heart down to her downfall. I constantly see her videos talking about her book and talking about how it's gonna get produced as a movie and stuff. And listen, that stuff, I know you gotta self-promo, but if I get too excessive ads for something, it always makes me not want to buy something. However, in this case, the brainwashing worked at some point. And I wanted to pick it up then, and especially for hardcover, the price was just right. Okay, not gonna lie, it was the price. But it is a very beautiful cover, I have to say. Light Lark. Now this has gotten some good reviews as well, but I'm excited to read it, okay? Now, the blurb, which is on the back, here. Welcome to the Centennial. Every 100 years, the island of Light appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curse and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves and their realm, one ruler will die. To survive, either crown must lie, cheat, betray, even as love complicates everything. So yeah, I don't know, it sounds super interesting. But I kinda hope it lives up to the hype. I'm always a bit scared to read hyped books, I guess. But super pretty cover. Alright, now getting more into romance. I finally caved and got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Now, I've seen this so often, but I specifically remember Haley Jean talking about it. And I've never read a hockey romance. I don't think I know a single thing about hockey. I don't know. I just know you played on ice. Okay, that's all I know. I have to look up the rules before reading this. But the most intriguing thing about this book, for me, was always their cover art. I don't know. Just look at it, you know. These people are just gorgeous. So I really had to get it, okay? So, the blurb. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship at the University of California at Maple Hills and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as captain is on keeping his team on ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player, right? So yeah, how exciting. And then on the same note, I mean, I feel like we all know what's coming now. I also got Hannah Grace's new book, Wildfire, which I believe is just less of a sport romance and more a university romance. But yeah, Yes. At a university party, a drinking game ends with them spending the night together. But Aurora slips away before Russ learns her full name. This anonymity, yes, ends when they both turn up to their first day of work as camp counselors, a job they had both chosen to escape Maple Hills for the summer. But given the history, there's still an obvious tension between the two. But the camp has a strict no staff fraternizing rule. Russ don't even want to risk heading home early, but Aurora has never been one for rules. As things start to heat up, they'll have to resist or risk starting something else. They just can't stop. Okay, so I guess it's got a bit of camp vibe. But once again, these people, gorgeous. Now the next book. I finally caved. Okay, once again, I've been hearing so much about it, and it is Divine Rivals. Again, I've just heard too much about it. At that point, I didn't want to get it, especially because everyone was like, it's so much better than Fourth Wing, and Fourth Wing is my ride or die. It's my baby, okay? Like, I loved this book. So I was like, no way it's gonna be better than Fourth Wing. Like, shut up. You know, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to have it. Fourth Wing is gonna be the book of 2023. No one can convince me otherwise. So I had to look at this myself, and when I saw this copy in particular, because I don't love the OG copy they are selling, but I loved the Fairy Loot edition. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a grey and white with people on the cover. I loved that edition, and if you have something similar, which is this. Now, how cute is that? It is so cute. So, yeah, I just had to get it because it was too perfect and too cute for me not to get it. But I'll read the blurb again in case you haven't heard about this yet, which, you know. When two rival journalists find love through a magical connection, their faith depends on their facing the depths of hell together. After centuries of sleep, the gods are warning again. Expelled to the middle of a mystical war, magic, typewriters in tow, can Iris Winnow and Roman Kitts unlikely bond, withstand the fight for fate of mankind, and most importantly, love. So we'll see. I'll give you updates if I personally think this is better than Fourth Wing. To be honest, I'm really in the mood for a good read, so there's hope, okay? The next two books I'll do together because otherwise it's a bit boring. I got the next two books and the next books from the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. watching series, but I thought this one was prettier, so I got that in. They had a different size. Anyway, my bad, but so cute. I am really excited to get into this series. Now, this one is another Halloween mood book for me, and it is the last physical book I have here, sadly. And that is Gallons by V. Schwab. The cover again. So pretty. It's kind of a weird shape for a book. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very like cubed. And it's like it's a very floppy cover, but it's pretty. So, this actually I found in the bookstore, because I was in the bookstore in person looking at books. So, I was looking at books, and this kind of jumped to my eye. And when I read the blurb, I wanted to really read it. So, all her life, Olivia Pryor has wondered who she truly is and why she belongs. Her only clue is her mother's slim, buttered journal full of elusive entries that show her unraveling. Then a letter beckons Olivia home to Gallant, the one place her mother's journal warns her to never go. There she finds a manor with a sprawling, vibrant garden and the crumbling ruin of a garden wall with an iron door, a door she must never open, because of what is on the other side, what is always trying to get out. So yeah, I think this is like a dark fantasy, yeah. And I'm very intrigued. I'm kind of getting, I don't even know what vibes I'm getting. I'm getting any Harry Potter vibes. If it was only at Hogwarts, you know. Hogwarts and small. So yes, I am really excited to read all of these. Now, let me tell you something. I also ordered one more book that I actually ordered. Now that book hasn't been delivered yet. I don't know what the hold up is. I've been waiting for about a week now. And it just hasn't been delivered. I don't know where it is, when it's gonna come. So I really wanted to film this video because I want to read these books. But yeah, I don't have it yet, but I wanted to tell you guys about it because it sounds freaking amazing. I was so excited for this book, so I really hope it's gonna get here soon. So the last book I got, and I pre-ordered a few books, but I'll tell you about that in a second. The last book I got is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. Put the cover in here and I'll read you the blurb. So, Effie Saya has always believed in fairy tales. She's had no choice. Since childhood she's been haunted by visions of the fairy king. She's found solace only in the pages of anchored author Miriam's Murden's beloved epic about a mortal girl who falls in love with the fairy king and then destroys him. Effie's tattered dog-eared copy is all that's keeping her afloat through the stifling first term at Leah's prestigious architecture college. So when Myrdin's family announces a contest to design the late author's house, Effie feels certain this is her destiny. But Hirath Manor is an impossible task, a musky decrepit estate on the brink of crumbling into a hungry sea. And when Effie arrives, she finds she isn't the only one who's made a temporary home there. Preston Lowry, a sturdy young literature scholar, is studying Murden's paper elusive author's legacy, piecing together clues through his letters, books, and diaries. They discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can't be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both to ruin. Now, how freaking good does that sound, please? Alright, so but this is the last book that's gonna be anytime soon, hopefully. Now I have also pre-ordered 3 books, because what is really cool, if you pre-order during a sale, when the book actually ships, you still get the book for the sale price, and they only book the money off your account once they ship the books. So I pre-ordered 3 books because I would have got them anyway, and like this, they were 25% cheaper, 24. But I got the newest releases by Ellie Hazelwood. I got Bride and Not in Love. Bride is like a new venture for her. It's a werewolf vampire romance. Crazy. And Not in Love is her newest science STEM romance that is gonna come out, which I'm so excited about, because the girl's love interest is called Eli, and that is also my boyfriend's name, so I'm excited. And then I also pre-ordered the third Crescent City book, which that was just an obvious given that I had to pre-order that, because I actually would have gotten that the second it came out. So yeah, I am super happy with the selection I've made.